exercise that you can start doing right now, wherever you are. And it's not what you think. So often we're like, oh, I have to do bird dogs and bridges and adductor rocks and all these things. But this is the number one thing that you can start doing for your pelvic floor right now to improve whatever it is that you may be going on, or just to reconnect and learn what the heck your pelvic floor is and how it supports you throughout this journey. And you know what it is? It's breathing. We're going to do it together. Before you're like, roll your eyes, I get it. But this is the number one thing I spend the most time teaching moms how to do correctly. And this is the first thing you would do whenever you start anything with pelvic floor, because it's what you build on. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this together, and then if you have questions, go ahead and ask them, but join with me. You can do it wherever you are. If you're sitting at work, if you're in the car driving, if you've got children yelling at you, this might be a great way to decompress and to connect with your pelvic floor. We're just gonna do some breathing. Okay, so your hands on your chest, your hands on your belly. When you inhale, you want your chest, your rib cage, and your belly to fill or expand. So when you inhale, let that belly go. Breathe down into your pelvis. And then when you exhale, everything just gently comes back to a neutral. You're not pulling in, you're not sucking in, you're not tightening your core, you're just gently exhaling, letting everything return to a normal position. Then when you inhale again, same thing, chest, ribs, belly, everything expands. If you feel restricted because of your pants or your bras, this is telling you need to change what you're wearing, because if you're constantly restricting this motion, you're creating tightness and tension in your body, and it can significantly affect your pelvic floor. So as you're inhaling, everything, okay, another thing, when you inhale, think about pushing air down into your pelvis. Or I've heard people, I've used the terminology, breathe down into your butt. It sounds super weird, super uncomfortable maybe, but you want to make sure that you are breathing down into the pelvis. This is what is allowing that pelvic floor to lengthen and relax on that inhale. Okay, so just simple breathing. If you're like, great, when do I do this now? Whenever you can fit it throughout your day. I always typically recommend though evenings for moms, because it's when you, like, kids are in bed, you're getting yourself ready for bed. You can just set a timer for 2 minutes, maybe 3, and just breathe. And not focus on how many breaths you're taking or how much time you have left. Just let your jaw relax, drop your shoulders, unclench your legs and your butt and your glutes, and just breathe. And allow all of that relaxation to take place. So often moms are like, I need more Kegels, I need this. You don't need more Kegels. You need to stop doing Kegels. Okay, Kegels are probably making your problems worse. You're probably not doing them correctly, and it's creating more issues. Relaxation is one of the number one things that moms need to work on throughout pregnancy, birth, postpartum, trying to conceive, all phases of life. This is the first and this is one of the first things I do with every single person I work with, is breathing. Okay, if you have questions, drop them below. We can do a quick Q&A. I can answer them. If you don't, that's okay too. Ultimate Mama bundles for pregnancy, birth, postpartum. If you're tired of feeling like you can't move, you can't roll over, you can't walk, everything's just painful, uncomfortable, you're just waiting X amount of weeks to give birth, stop waiting. Start feeling better within 2 weeks or less by just implementing 5 to 10 minutes of movement throughout your day. That doesn't necessarily mean like a big chunk of time to do exercises or things like that. It's just changing what you already do to support your pelvic floor, support your pregnancy, support your birth, so you can have a better birth experience. If you want to give birth with confidence, you want to be able to be like, wow, I did that, that was amazing, reduce tearing, reduce pushing, those types of things. And then have that support postpartum, not waiting 6 weeks postpartum to find help or support. It's all in the Ultimate Mama bundle. I'm doing 10 free one-on-ones a month. So if you're interested in joining, you want to have like a one-on-one call where we talk personally about what's going on, make sure you use that link on my page and do it. If you don't have questions, put your questions down here. If you don't have any questions, we can hop off, but practice your breathing 2 to 3 minutes a day. Make sure everything is expanding, filling with air, and then everything just gently returns to a neutral position. It's one of the most important things you can do for your pelvic floor, and it's one of the easiest things you can do throughout your day. Allow yourself to breathe. If your bras are too tight, if your pants are too tight, go find something that fits you appropriately. If you find a favorite bra, let me know. I'm in the market for shopping for some. Okay, I know it's really hard because especially as your body's changing, it's hard to find clothes that you're comfortable in. It's hard to find clothes that fit, and all of that stuff. So just make sure that you're wearing things that aren't tight and restrictive and that. Okay, if you're ready to feel good in your body and just have a better experience overall, like I said, the Ultimate Mama bundle, receive a free one-on-one for the first 10 every month, and we can get started today. You can find relief and be able to move again without dreading it. Feel confident about your birth, support when you're recovering, easier recovery so you can soak in those newborn snuggles. Sending you each and all of you so much love.